up, John?
Oh, yeah.
Cena just put Pac over.
What are you gonna have signed?
This picture, the one on top, it's just I can't put the other one back in my bag, so I have it out.
Got it. You got a lot that you're working with there.
Yeah, that's
wait till you see me.
You are prepared. Everybody excited?
Oh shoot.
Hot? Stay hydrated.
All right, go Miguel.
You got friends. I love it.
Come on up, sir.
Mario, your phone.
What's up, John?
Sir,
I got it.
what item do you have?
This one right here.
Okay. If I can have you stand right here.
Yes, ma'am.
And by right, if you can just stand right here, just before you take a photo.
No problem, babe.
That's your item.
Hey, what up everybody, this is Stevie Breach coming to you. Thought I'd make a video after my Triple H video about me meeting John Cena at SummerSlam Access 2013. My Triple H video I think was pretty good, so I always hope I could share my feelings on how it was like to meet John Cena, who's probably the biggest star in wrestling there is going right now, and I don't think anybody even comes close. I think CM Punk is close to there, but I think he's a good step below. I think you'd have to, I'm not sure what the hell he has to do in order to reach that top, superior line of stars. He's close, but I just don't think he's where Cena is. I think when they gave CM Punk the ball to run as, the big star of 2011, 2012-ish, I don't think WWE was where they thought it was going to be. I think that it fell short of reaching that level. He seemed to, when he did the face turn and he beat John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011, and then he came back for SummerSlam, I think there was a peak of CM Punk, but I think it fell. I think that star fell rather fast, and it got to the point where at least I was pretty bored of CM Punk and didn't want to see any more of him as a babyface. He just wore me out until that point that he finally turned on John Cena and The Rock, and then we finally got that heel CM Punk that was really good, that ran all the way through, I believe, WrestleMania, with him losing to Undertaker, his 2 matches with The Rock. That's pretty good to put on the CM Punk resume, but I honestly don't think he gives a fuck what I have to say. But this year at Access, me and Yaya, we sort of shot each other in the face pretty much. We bought 3 VIPs for the first, I guess you can say, A block of Access, where we had to meet John Cena, The Shield, and Daniel Bryan in a matter of 2 hours. Most of the guys really don't care that if you're in the line or whatever that is, they have to get those people out of there in order to get the next group of VIPs in there. I'm not sure who the second block of the first session was for Saturday of VIPs, but I knew it was 2 guys, and they needed to get us up out of the way. Well, I know Triple H was one. No, that was the afternoon one. I don't know who else was there, but we had to knock those out. We had to make sure we got those, or we would have been screwed. It ended up meeting all 3 guys in less than an hour, just lucking out that the Daniel Bryan line was so short and getting in the John Cena line in the front, because he was the only guy that sold out. So I don't know what the number is of how many tickets they sell, if it was 250 or 300, but that's the number that's rumored they always sell for these VIPs for each WrestleMania or SummerSlam Access. Being in the front of the line to enter into Access, we got to see John Cena. It was actually freaking 88 who recognized him walking down. He took a picture with Scooby-Doo. We didn't actually see that, but it posted onto Twitter, and we pulled it up when we saw that. And I honestly thought that was pretty funny, and it sort of, has one thing for the anti-Cena fans to throw at him. And he's posing with these, I guess you can say mascot Scooby-Doos that WWE's making a movie for, and then he walked down and he greeted the Fruity Pebbles people. We saw him take pictures with all the members of the National Guard was there. He is the face of the WWE, and he has to do those things to make sure all those people feel like their sponsorship of WWE is going to a good thing, and they're not just really getting shafted and pushed off to the side. But we saw him walk all the way down, and we started the the Cena chants up, and that was pretty fun, to get something going before you're even into the event. And Cena was dressed up in his, full regular Cena gear with the hat and the armbands, the wristbands. He was wearing the headband around his elbow in order to sort of like, shield off people seeing that football, softball-shaped growth growing out of his elbow, which is why he's gone now. And it was pretty visible even with that, over it. But he was wearing his white Cena shirt with his shorts. The only thing that I wanted to, I didn't notice if he had them on or not, but I wanted to, when I met him, I wanted to bring up, I'm wearing knee pads right now just to talk to you. It's one of my favorite lines he's ever said from any of his promos that I like to bring up all the time, and I sort of forgot and didn't even noticed if he was wearing them or not. But, we got in line, and Cena, as people poured into access, he went down and he signed for the handicap line first, which was pretty long, and it's always pretty cool that WWE lets those people, make sure that they get to meet the wrestlers and everything like that. And there's a good number of Make-A-Wish families that are in there, and it's always pretty fun that Cena, goes out of his way to make sure that all those kids have one awesome day, whether, they're no matter how sick they are and everything like that. The WWE makes sure they're king for a day, and get to meet the biggest star there is. Much like the rest of us that were paying what was it, $150, $170 in order to meet these guys. When he was finally done with them and he came up on stage, we were pretty close to the front of the line. I'd say we were in the first 10 people to meet him. Freaking 88 and Mario. Miguel, keep it kayfabe around here. Miguel and Mario went up, and I was behind them in line, and I just was, I couldn't believe how smooth Yaya was when he went up there. He was able to get 3 things signed. I wasn't ready. I didn't open up my picture because they were the first member of security, or if it was a handler or whatever the heck it was. There's so many people up there around Cena. It was hard to get really a good video or a good picture of them meeting them. Without somebody else being in the middle of the shot. But they made it pretty clear that you were only going to get 1 thing signed, and when I saw that he got 3, there was no way for me to really pull that 8x10 picture out and get that. It was a pretty cool thing to have. I ended up passing my picture off to Above Average Muda to take to his work and give to somebody that was probably going to be a John Cena fan. It just would have meant something to somebody else more than it meant to me. But when I got up there, I told Cena, man to man, I was one of those people who really loved to hate you, and I thought that you were everything that was wrong with wrestling, and it was, going to WrestleMania 26 that really opened up my eyes when you wrestled Batista, and I thought that was an awesome match. And since then, I've honestly been able to say that I'm a big fan. I don't love everything that you do, but I do, congratulate you on being the biggest star that there is out there today. And I wanted you to know there is, fans that were out there that were, all 10 and 12 years old that are real wrestling fans, that have been wrestling fans all their life. They can still, give you the respect of being the guy that's on top and say that you actually deserve to be there. What that means to him, I don't know, but I wanted him to know that, that I just did have a good amount of respect to him. And when I was, going all that off, I said I didn't want to tell you that I was, baptized, but that's the only real reason I can say is when I was watching you and that response you got at WrestleMania 26 and how good that match was. I felt like I was baptized in the C Nation, and I haven't came back up yet. And he just looked at me and just sort of said, baptized. The big, I guess that's an 11x15 picture that I bought from Toys R Us, which to me was honestly a pretty good bargain to get a picture that big already framed for only $20. I'm not sure if it was on clearance or if that was normal price or what it was, but I put it down and he admired it. And the words he said, what did he say? He said, "That's one pissed off, mean looking baby boy." And I said, "That's a John Cena that I like to see. I like to see you all fired up." And he said, "I'm about to get all fired up tomorrow at SummerSlam." I said, "That's why we're all here, champ." And really, that was all it really was. It was, the matter of like 30 seconds, and it felt, sometimes you meet guys and it feels like you didn't get any time at all, and sometimes because you're in, around such a great star that it feels like you're, got an eternity up there. I'm not sure if that really makes sense, but it's one moment that I'm always going to remember. I'm not really sure if I'm ever going to meet John Cena again. I get to meet him once. I got a big picture that's signed. I wish I would have got a thicker marker in order to get signed. You'll see that once I do the autograph version of SummerSlam Access stuff. But once in a lifetime thing. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to meet him again, but if I ever have the chance, I'm sure I will. I won't pay that much again, because I don't really think I have anything to really get signed by him that's really going to, you know, say that it increases in value that much in order to say that I got it. But then again, I don't really sell any of my autographs. They're all for me. I get things signed that I want to keep forever, and they're going to mean more to me. So if you guys get the chance, honestly, meet John Cena. He's always going to be that one guy that goes out of his way to make sure that he knows that that you're a fan, and that he appreciates you being there. That's honestly what I felt like. I felt like I got mutual respect when I walked off that stage at Access. Good dude. Cena statue. That's what we did in the picture. Awesome. Thanks, guys.